Tribunal. You can't tell me now that Tinubu is using his personal money for this case. Choose Akunna. Akunna's statement during the interview with AIT on the Katakata program suggests that he does not believe President Bola Tinubu is using his personal funds to finance the presidential election case at the tribunal. He cited glitches in the beavers system as a reason for the court case and suggested that politicians go to court because they know they will have access to state resources once they are sworn in. Akunna's statement during the interview with AIT on the Katakata program suggests that he does not believe President Bola Tinubu is using his personal funds to finance the presidential election case at the tribunal. He cited glitches in the beavers system as a reason for the court case and suggested that politicians go to court because they know they will have access to state resources once they are sworn in. Furthermore, Akunna suggested that the reason politicians go to court is because they know that once they are sworn in, they will have access to state resources. He argued that it is unlikely that Tinubu would use his personal funds for the election case, as he would have access to state resources once his candidate is sworn in. That is why Peter Obi and Atiku are in court, because they had those glitches not occurred. It will have been clear and there won't be anything to hide. Chusa Akunna, the executive director of Authority Paper, has denied claims that President Bola Tinubu is using his personal funds to finance the presidential election case at the tribunal during an interview with AIT on the Katakata program. Akunna expressed his disbelief at the notion, stating that it is unlikely that Tinubu would use his personal funds for such a high-profile case. Chu said the cost of going to court is even almost the amount spent on election, and that is why they say go to court, because they know that when they are sworn in, they use state resources. You can't tell me now that they are using Tinubu's personal money to fund the case. Akunna went on to explain that the reason for the court case is due to glitches in the beaver system, which prevented the election from being clear and transparent. He cited the ongoing legal proceedings involving Peter Obi and Atiku as evidence of this and suggested that if the glitches had not occurred, there won't have been any need for court case. Exactly. You know, following the outcome of the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria, majority of Nigerians, have expressed a high level of disappointment over the outcome of the election that produced Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the Nigerian president. Then, Nigerians have asked INEC to explain why Bola Ahmed Tinubu became the Nigerian president, because according to majority of Nigerians, they did not vote for him. So different people in Nigeria has blamed the chairman of INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakubu, for failing to fulfill the promise he made to the citizens of Nigeria before the election started. Mahmood Yakubu said the election is going to be transparent. The election will be free and fair. As you are voting right there in the polling unit, the result is being transmitted. But what happened? What happened? You hear people say Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi should go and sit down. Why are they in court? This and that. If you were to be in their position, will you like that? Like I always tell people, whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu becomes the best president in the whole world, he becomes the best president Nigeria ever had. The process that brought him in there matters a lot. You cannot tell us how credible you are when the process that brought you is faulty. That is the truth. In the same country, INEC chairman is supposed to explain what happened, because these glitches of a thing they are talking about only happened to the presidential election. Why is it that other election, these glitches, whatever, did not affect them? But it's only the presidential election results and all that. So when you look at it carefully, you will not like, is it deliberately? Why did that happen? Was it a deliberate act? Why will it happen at all? So as a government, as leaders, for us to avoid all these situations in future, we have to stay away from all these shortcuts, because it's not helping out. At the end of the day, you will come back from where you would have gone far. You will go back to square zero. We should not be here by now talking about court case. We should be talking about how the government will kick off. If there was nothing like glitches during that election, according to INEC, about glitches or whatever, Nigerians will not move on tete. Well, my people, now don't hear the matter, so kindly share your view below the comment section. Thank you.